Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist, 25 years as a professional artist, working for Marvel, DC, Transformers, all that fun stuff, and 12 years on YouTube. And I am here this morning, and let's do some drawing. What do you guys say? Let's do some drawing today. Let's do some drawing and let's have some fun. Now, today's going to be a little bit different than what we've been doing for the past few days. And thank you to everyone who's watching me this morning, wherever you were watching from. Whoops, just put that down. We are going to draw He-Man today. I know some of you from the other streams, we were going to draw Galactica Cut today. I have a whole bunch of drawings that I have not colored yet, and I need to. I'm a one-man show now. I don't have an editor anymore or a colorist, so I do have to do those things on my own. And with my time, I realized I don't have enough time to draw something during the day and then coloring it and then edit it every single day. I don't have that. However, what I did want to do is kind of beef up these videos a little bit and maybe throw in a little bit of a time challenge. So I did do a He-Man piece, and you will actually see that piece later on, but I thought to myself, okay, why don't I add an element of a time challenge into that particular video, but also give you guys an opportunity to be a part of that video. So for you guys watching right now, if you want to be a part of my He-Man video, I want you to show me your best He-Man drawing. Now, it could be one that you're drawing with me, could be one that you've already drawn, but in order for you to be a part of this video, you need to join the Discord. Okay, there's a Discord. If you look at the link in this particular video here, there is a link to a Discord there. Join the Discord and then share with me your art. Share with me your He-Man art. And again, if it's appropriate for all ages, then I will include that also in that particular video. But I also thought, well, why don't we add an element of a time challenge? Into this video. And I thought that would be a lot of fun. So let me get the chat going here, by the way. And hello to everybody who's watching me this morning on a Saturday morning. It could be a Saturday evening for some of you, depending on where you are in the world. Let me just get the chat going here. So a couple things we're going to do. We're going to be doing that. And once we are done the time challenge part, you're going to actually watch me do something I don't do on this channel. I am actually going to color that original piece I did. So that would be new for a lot of you. That would be new for me to do that. So hello everybody watching. Hello everybody watching on just say hi. Hello everybody watching on Instagram. Hello everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching on. And we will do that. Okay. So we are going to start with a time challenge. We're going to draw He-Man for 50 minutes because the first drawing I did took roughly around 5 hours, or will take 5 hours. With the coloring involved, okay? With the coloring involved. So we are going to draw right now He-Man in 50 minutes. So if you guys are ready to go, we are going to go ahead and do this, do this time challenge. So if you guys are ready, so just a quick hi to any of draws, King Cold, the No Scream guy. Okay, sure. There you go. How you doing? Dynamos is here. Good to see you, my friend. Good to have you back. Lee's here. Easy Arts. Good to see you. Bentley's back. Regular here now. Good to see you, Bentley. Creation Life 101 is here. Let's see here. Dark Graphite. Good to just join. A lot of people. The thing on Instagram, they're just showing me who's joining in. But well, hello. Good to see you guys here. So hi. Make sure that you guys say hi. And why don't we go ahead and get this going? So you guys ready? Let's do this. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up reference. But then after this, we're going to have some fun. And I'm actually going to color. You believe that? I'm going to color today. What's up with that? Computer color. I'm actually going to do a full computer color today. And that's my goal today. Get this 50-minute drawing done. And then we're going to do a full computer color today. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm going to pull up some reference here. I'm going to pull up some reference here. And I'm actually going to move that to the other screen here so I could look into the camera. Currently I'm streaming on YouTube, on Facebook Live, on Twitch. No, I'm not on Twitch. I'm on X. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. So they only let me stream on 5 platforms at once. So let's do that. So if you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So let's go. You guys can hear me okay? Here we go, guys. You guys ready? Here we go. 50 minutes. Here we go. In 3, 2. Let's see if I could get a really good one done in 50 minutes. Let's go. Okay, here we go. 50 minutes, a little bit less than an hour, a little bit less. And I'm thinking if I just concentrate on a torso, I could get a really, really good one going here. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Draw He-Man. And again, I think a lot of the retro stuff, a lot of people are gravitating towards. You know, I'm trying to do, again, I'm trying to do things that you know, I want this channel to be for everybody, you know, and sometimes that's a bad thing. Sometimes it's always better to niche down. I'm finding the retro stuff, you know, a lot of people are gravitating towards. Like, I could become the retro office artist if I could. Griffey BK says, my favorite artist. I assume that you mean the GOAT. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Color traditionally, Master Subham says, well, you know what? If I have time, I might color this one traditionally. This particular one. This particular He-Man drawing here. But the other one will be digital because I actually already started flatting the other one. And then we will go from there, okay? Because, you know, the thing was, too, like, I was struggling a bit because when I started the year and I started posting, you guys saw I was calling it Ink 2025, meaning I'm going to do an ink drawing every day for 2025. But then I realized, you know, as much as I want to do a new drawing every day, I don't have enough time to color it every day. You know, again, maybe if this was my full time, I do have other responsibilities that I need to do. So I don't have time to fully ink and color this thing. Now, if I had a colorist, that I could afford a colorist. If I could afford a colorist, and hey, Angel Bob, good to see you, my friend. If I could afford a colorist, then no, not a problem. But you know, these days I am a one-man show. I'm trying to do everything on my own, for now. And that's one of the things, guys, because, again, part of being a content creator or part of being an artist, the worst part about being an artist is you also have to be a businessman. If you're an artist working from yourself, like, everybody's a businessman in that sense, even if you work for somebody. Like, you have to negotiate your contracts. You got to, you know, you got to eat at the same time. And that's the hardest part about being a creator, is that you know you have to be a businessman. You have no choice. You know, you got to pay the bills at the end of the day. So I've made a lot of business mistakes over the years. Like, I'm not a natural businessman, as they say. I'm not a natural businessman. So I'm trying to do things a little bit more conservatively now. Like, you know, I do have the money if I really want to hire a colorist for everyone, but I'm trying to just get back in the groove first. I need to make sure that this works first before I go ahead and invest that money into a full-time colorist. Because if I did have a full-time colorist and a full-time editor, in that sense, then, you know, definitely I could do a new drawing every single day. But there we're going. Creation Life says, that's fast. Well, thank you, my friend, already. Furious Broku says, that's already marvelous. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. There you go. Sup, John. Good to see you. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing and following me on all my channels. I really appreciate it. Are you guys He-Man fans? That's my question. Are you He-Man fans? So I have to keep an eye on the time. It's 45 right now. I don't want to go more than, well, we're coming up with the 5-minute mark. I should get into the ink soon here. So just working on the eyes. back and forth. Okay, so how is your New Year's going so far, guys? How's your goals going so far? If you haven't met them yet, that's okay. We still have the rest of the year. But we are quite a few days in. How many days are we in now? 4 days into the new year already. Can you believe that? 4 days. Time is going by so fast. You're noticing that, guys? Time is going by so fast, which is a good or bad thing, you know? But if you're working your butt off, okay, it's actually a good thing. Because, you know, you'll see the fruits of your labor sooner, as they say. Make sure that I like. He's a fan of his underwear. There you go. and do some veins. Of course we're going to do veins. It's me. Of course we're doing veins. Of course we're doing veins. It's me. We should do the fist. We got to do the fist. Before I had his arms straight, we got to do a fist. And maybe we'll just give him a little bit more of a pose here. As we do have a little bit of a reference here. There you go. John says, you got me into drawing and I'm using your techniques and it's really good. And congratulations. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Provide your drawing on community. You know, I actually might do that. Sabem. I might actually do that. You know, I do want to get you guys a little bit more involved in the channel and find ways to do that. I am thinking about producing a coloring book too at the end of the day. You know, I just need to figure out how to do that. Like, maybe we could do something where I do the month's drawings, all the drawings of the month, and then have it in a coloring book form. If you guys want to practice, and then we'll go from there. What will you say about drawing Creature Commandos one day? I'd actually like to do that for sure. I'd love to do a Creature Commandos piece. I haven't. It's not available here. I believe you have to watch it on Max in the States, if I'm not mistaken. How do you watch Creature Commandos, by the way, guys? How are you watching it? Are you watching it on Max? We don't get Max here. We have something called Crave in Canada, which I don't have a subscription to. But now that, you know, I could probably afford it now because there's no more WWE Network here. So I used to be a subscriber to WWE Network, so maybe I could allocate the cash I had for that. And we'll go from there, right? Something like that. Just trying to make sure the perspective's right on this. You gotta get a nipple in there. Where's the light coming from? The light's should be coming from here. So a lot of this part, it will be in shadow. And then we do that. Okay, and then let's take a look at, try to take a look at the He-Man reference that I have here. And I believe it just has, you know, some metal wristbands. That's about it, right? So it's pretty simple. So like that. Dynamo says in Poland we have Max where I watch it. There you go. John says if you want you put like 3 characters and do a pull. Yeah, we used to do that, right? We used to do that. Do the pull, and you're right. That would probably help for sure. But in the meantime, let's just try to have some fun right now. That's what we got. So, okay, we're at the 40-minute mark, guys. Part of this is like mini deadlines. That's what I'm doing here. So mini deadlines. So we got 40 minutes left. I was giving myself 10 minutes to actually lay this out. And then we're going to go 40 minutes. So I'm thinking 40 minutes left, we take 30 of that, 30 or 25 minutes to ink it. And then we will go ahead and try to add a little bit of marker color to it, okay? That's the hope here. Making sure I like the shoulder here, something like that. So you draw them on paper, color them digitally. Yes, that is how I've always been drawing. So it's very. This is how most comic book artists go, and I'm over time here right now. So we're gonna switch to ink now, guys. Let's go ahead, switch to ink at the 39-minute mark. Yes, it's a very traditional comic book style. It's how I've been doing my pieces for the past 25 years, really. I got my start in comics. And the reason is because, a lot of people like working digitally, which is fantastic. And I always want to keep having something that's in my hand, one of a kind, part of the artwork. And that's what drawing traditionally allows me to do. It allows me to have a one-of-a-kind piece in my hand. There's only one in the world. And that's what this allows me to do, Now, I do color it digitally for the most part, but today we are actually going to color this traditionally. But what makes it just a little bit easier, because I'm coloring it traditionally, is that if I add a lot of inks to it, when I do add, make sure if a pen that works. When I do add the colors to this, it's a little easier to add the colors because the shadow's already there. So I really need to add is like a flat color. Maybe a little bit of shading, but a lot of the shading is done already. So we're going for a heavy shadow here today, guys. We're going to go for a little bit heavier. There you go. Let's see here. Furious Broku says, to be real, Marvel style is basically realism with black thickness slapped over it. No, Marvel style is a marketing tool I use to get people to click the video. That's what that is. That's being real. That's the real. That's the realest of the real you're going to get, my friend. Because again, because if you just say traditional comic style, which it is, and it's not even really traditional comic style, it's James Ray's art style. Let's just say that. Even if I put that to the average person, people don't know who I am, So to say that, and because of my experience, I'm allowed to say this style, right? I can draw it anyway and say it's Marvel style just because of my experience, because I am a professional artist. I have worked for these companies before. That's not a lie. That is 100% true. Hello, Kim Jong Lee. Is this, huh? I'm like, what? So you want the real of the real? That's the real. That's the real, my friend. There you go. John McLean says, John McLean's here, yes. Yippee-ki-yay. Been trying a new art style for me and drawing Batman's rogue gallery in grayscale with just a pencil. There you go, awesome. It's always trying to find your voice, guys. It really is. Trying to find your voice, what you have to say, you know. So that's one thing about trying to work in these industries, or doing art itself. You know, it's art. What's art? At the end of the day, what's art? If we're gonna get I can't even say it. Philosophical here. What is art? Art is expression, and to me, that's the real definition of art. It's expression. It's someone expressing themselves. So, how you choose to express yourself, you know, that's really up to you. Whether through a song, whether it is through art, whether it's through writing, that's what makes it art. Is because you're expressing yourself through a medium. That's why, to me, you know, sometimes they would do things like they would have these pieces of art where there's like a monkey throwing some paint on a canvas. To me, that's not art, really. Because again, to me, art is intentional, and that's another thing. It's got to be intentional. You have to mean to do it, and to me, that's not intentional. It's just a monkey just trying to react. Because I'm pretty sure the monkey doesn't know what they're doing. So a person duct taping a banana, a person duct taping a banana onto a canvas and selling it for millions of dollars, it's still art. I would still call that art. It is an expression. Now the person paying for that's the real guy who's like, you know, it's just like, why? And then he ate it, right? Didn't that guy eat it too? He ate the banana. You guys heard about that, right? That guy who bought that piece. Hey, PJ, good to see you, brother. Having the stream in the background while working brings back some good memories. He-Man's looking a lot like Henry Cavill here. Hey, there you go. I'll take that. I'll take that, brother. Good to see you, my man. So, how we doing here? 32 minutes, guys. 32 minutes. Again, I want to try to finish this ink part by, at the latest, 10-minute mark. So, tell me to have 10 minutes to color here. But right now, I'm just doing some standard like outlining with the black pen here. Let's see here. Well, anyway, that's what art is. What is art? To be or not to be? But anyway, that's my definition of art. Everyone has their own definition of art. Whatever you think art is, that's really up to you. But I guess the bigger question is when you're, you know, if you're doing those different type of styles, you're experimenting with styles, that's fantastic, right? The question is, what do you want to do with it later, you know? It's really tough. Like, for example, if you wanted to, just say you wanted to do comics, right? It's really tough to kind of sell yourself if you're doing something different in terms of mediums than other comic artists, because you're a little bit of a rut there, because you got to prove that your style, the way you do it, sells. That's the hard part, and it's hard to convince someone that you're doing something out of the norm and it's going to sell if you haven't proven it yet. That's the only issue with that. And you also have to think to yourself, okay, I'm going to try to do this style. I'm going to draw in this way or whatever, right? how can I earn a living from this? Okay, is it just through social media? Is it just through doing the social media thing? And hopefully that works. And that is definitely an avenue for sure. Is it to make these big pieces and sell them? Sure. So that's one thing you gotta kind of figure out. Again, that's one thing the artist hates to do is the business side. Boo business. Boo business. But with all my quote unquote experiences, I won't call them failures, but experiences I had, running a business, having workers, and all of that stuff. Like it really is no joke. It really was a real eye opener and learning experience for me. Like I went hard. I went hard trying to accelerate my business, and I think I went too fast. When I didn't have to. So I made a lot of business mistakes, and I was too, let's say, quote unquote, friendly also to my workers. Like, I'm a nice guy, but I did things I probably shouldn't have done. Gave them breaks I shouldn't have gave. Because I was trying to be a nice guy. But then at the end of the day, it also hurt my business because I was trying to be too nice. Stuff like that. You learn. You live and learn. So in the meantime, I'll just be a one-man show. If it means I have less videos coming out, that's fine. Just be a one-man show for now. How are we doing for time? 28 minutes. Oh, we're at 28. So I roughly only have. How long do I have? I have. I wanted to stop at 15, so I have a little bit over 12 minutes left. So having these mini deadlines, guys, definitely helps. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out here. Oh, with the bangs. Yeah, that's right. He's supposed to have bangs. You're right. Ah, well. Whoopsies. No bangs. She bangs. She bangs. Baby, when she moves, she moves. Thank you, William Hung. That is an old reference. Any of you know who William Hung is? If you do, that's impressive. That is definitely an old reference. Anyone you know who William Hung is? Carter is trying to draw cartoons as superheroes. Michael Kelly, artist, says, "You are my hero." Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hope we meet someday in person soon. Absolutely, my friend. One day. May I ask, what part of the world do you live in, my friend? In fact, all of you guys, what part of the world do you live in? We always say that whenever we do these streams. What part of the world do you live in? No. Okay, personally, I live in Toronto, Canada. And the only reason I ask there is maybe I could go to a convention near you. Let's see here. And thank you everyone who's joining me in with me this morning. Now, whenever I'm streaming on the weekends, I would consider this a bonus. There will be times I won't stream on the weekends because I have things to do. But I did find I have a little bit of time this morning, so as much as I can, if I could stream, I will. And mainly to get more work done. But you guys are really helping me out because I was going to do this anyway. Okay, And there are a lot of people who are asking me for commissions. We are going to be doing that as well. Okay, so for those of you asking for commissions, I'm going to get, again, solopreneur. I'll try to get to all of your emails this weekend. And guys, I really need to get that store up. That's the hardest part. Get that store up. Oh my gosh. What time is it? 25 right now. Watching the time. I'm going to throw an eraser on this so I can see what's going on. Because, you know, you add all these lines and then you add an eraser and you're like, okay, I got to do this, and that with everything. I could use an 8 right now. I don't have an 8 micron on me. Angels, Bob's from Norwich. Carter's from Scotland. Michael's in Massachusetts, so like Boston area. I'd absolutely love to go to Boston. I actually applied to go to Boston Comic-Con, but we'll see. Because usually the fan expos, they favor local artists. And as much as you guys appreciate what I do, unfortunately the Comic-Con, I'm not a big enough name for the some of these comic conventions to bring me over. But we'll see. Hopefully I can go to Boston. I'd love to go to Boston. Last time I've been to Boston was, I think 2019, I think. Or that area, or the Massachusetts area. Let's see here. Anya Draws is from Germany. There you go. Michael Kelly says, big convention every year in New England. Yes, absolutely. Oh, please do, Michael, if you can. That'd be fantastic. Good morning, Nathan. What is my biggest takeaway from 2024? As PJ, okay. Parth says, how can you survive in Toronto's traffic road rage? I have a simple solution for that, my friend. Don't drive. And when I say don't drive, just don't get out. Of course I drive, but work from home. There you go. Biggest takeaway from 2024. That's kind of hard to say. I'm trying to think. Like it'd be more like a personal type thing. There, PJ. Because I made a lot of I made a lot of mistakes, a lot of business mistakes. If we're talking business-wise, this is one thing I'm trying to figure out about YouTube. Like, and maybe it's a Gary Vee thing, and you were looking back at a lot of the people who used to inspire you, and you seeing how they are handling things these days. Like, of course, Gary Vee is not as popular as he was earlier. But he says, think of social media like baseball, where, you know, you're gonna have your home runs for sure. And when you say home runs, of course, your super viral videos. But then there's gonna be times where you're gonna have a walk. There's gonna be times you're gonna have, a bunt. There's gonna be times you're gonna have a single or a double or a triple. You know, and all of that is part of winning the game. So don't get too caught up over the performance of just like one video. And that's what I've been doing recently. You know, I got videos that don't have many views, and that's fine because I'm just trying to find my voice. And that's one thing about me doing multiple videos a week. Like if something hits, great. If not, it's okay too. That's okay too. And kind of moving on and being about it. Now, again, if you ask some of the bigger YouTubers, they don't like that. They're like, every video should be a banger, as we say, banger, of course. But you can also apply that to life, because sometimes things don't go the way you plan, Things don't go the way you want it to go. But instead of being hung up about it, you get yourself up, pick yourself up, dust off, and then keep going and trying something new. Pivot, learn. And that's what I'm trying to do. I learned from the mistakes I made over the past few years and, try to have something good come out of it. Okay, so we're at the 20-minute mark here, guys. This marker's kind of running out. This is my favorite marker, this permaopaque marker. But again, I'm not sponsored by Micron anymore, so they don't send me boxes of this stuff. But the reason I like this marker so much is because it matches the Micron color. So aesthetically, it feels better. But that's how I approach social media these days, guys. Like if I remember before, and then, you know. Also, here's another thing, PJ. Be grateful for what you have. You know, and that was also always a philosophy I had. But even more so now, because, you know, back in the good old days when, you know, immediately I would get like 5,000-6,000 views for a video within an hour. And then I'd get upset if I only had like 4,000 views. I would get like, oh man, life's over. You know, be happy for what you have, you know, and for me, I'm grateful. Remember, I'm grateful that, you know, all of you guys that are watching here today even gave me a chance this morning and for being here. And I appreciate that, my friend. So, Nathan's getting for his mom's 60th. Well, happy birthday to your mom. There, Nathan, happy birthday. And that's fantastic. Okay, so we're at 18 minutes. I know, cool. Like, part of me wanted to do color, but then also part of me is thinking, should I just do line art here? Now, again, color really pops a piece, so I'm sure color would be. And then color sometimes covers up for all the parts that I feel I missed. So. As we're getting to 18 minutes. Again, probably my drop dead is 10 minutes left. Then we'll go ahead and throw some color on this guy. We'll go from there. Super legendary static artist. Yo, what's up? Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year to all of you, by the way. Happy New Year to all of you. Sharpie misses working with me. Oh, missed out working with me. Yeah, and that's funny because again, one of my good friends actually works as an accountant. She's like their top accountant for Sharpie. But even she couldn't help me out get a Sharpie sponsorship. Come on, Sharpie. Let's try to. I'm gonna give a little bit of a beard. Part of me also wants to give him a little bit of chest hair. We're done. 16 minutes there left, guys. 16 minutes. Should work a little bit more on this hair. I gave him no bangs. No bangs. No bangs. Nobody knew where that came from, eh? Michael looked up to me since 2019. There you go. I made more of an effort to practice gratitude over the past year. Felt man upstairs watching out for me when I'm not focusing on what I don't have. That's right, PJ. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes people are always stuck on what they don't have when they don't realize what they do have, you know? So I am grateful for all of you guys that are watching me today. So thank you so much. I'm trying to do is add in some quick chest hair if I can, guys. How much time? 15 minutes. I wanted to stop here, but I'm not where I wanted. I didn't even draw the sword. I didn't even draw the sword yet, guys. Part of me is thinking maybe we'll just keep it this black and white, but I also kind of want to do color, you know? Let's see here. Let's see if I could kind of rush this a little bit. So it could hopefully add a little bit of color to this thing. Doesn't help when your marker's not running out. Doesn't help. Doesn't help. Okay, let's go ahead and get the sword done. The thing is, I need reference for the sword. Just give me a second, guys. What is your most watched video? Is that personally, Nathan? Just 1 second. E-Man sword. There you go. No, and this would be easier if I had a straight edge. Do I have a straight edge? Where's my straight edges, guys? Straight edge. I think I have one over here. There you go. Okay. Doesn't matter, it just needs to be straight. Now I gotta go in the direction that I drew the hand. Time about 13 minutes left, guys. 13 minutes. 3 minutes. I gotta stop at 3 minutes, so I could get some coloring done. Yeah, we'll try for the color, guys. That's part of the that'll be part of the thing, right? It's just trying to get the color in. Oh, yucky, yucky. You know, again, like these challenges would be so much easier if I drew small. Because I am using an 11 by 17 piece of paper here. Again, not making any excuses, but that's one thing I do notice especially when other people do time challenges online. They're drawing very, very small. And you know, if I just did like a small He-Man face like this for 50 minutes, of course it's going to look better. But when you're trying to cover a giant surface area, it's a little bit tougher. Okay, we're at 11 minutes here. You know, I might as well just head to the color. It's like, yeah, I'm at the good enough point here. Like, of course, I could do way better. But I'm thinking let's add the color, and then we'll do a little bit more cross-hatching afterwards. So sometimes that's strategy, right? Strategy, how we do this. There you go. Part of it, I should have got the colors ready. My colors are on the other side, guys. Let me go grab them. I'm going to grab the colors. Let's grab the colors. At 11 minutes left. Okay, here we go. I don't even know if these colors, these colors have juice in them. We're going to find out. Let's see here. Let's see if you have any juice in you. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna add some color here, guys. Just trying to figure out the lighting here, guys. Trying to leave room for highlighting. Okay, time 10 minutes, guys. 10-minute color. Here we go. On I don't know my TV, so if you use it on Instagram, it's looking a little bit yellow. It's not that yellow, the actual color I have here, but I'm gonna actually add. There we go. 9 minutes left, guys. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Let's add a little blue for the eyes. Blue. I don't have any blue. Maybe this type of blue. Blue eyes. Okay, they're gonna add some yellow for the hair. A bit of golden. So right now I'm just going with like a little flat color here, guys. Go a little flat color. I'm actually going to use the same color for the armbands and then this part here. And then maybe a little bit of brown for the around there. Okay, I'm just doing like a little base color here first before we go ahead and go in. Actually, I think I have other colors here. I have my other colors here. We don't want a warm gray, we want a cool gray. There we go, this one should feel better. Yeah. I have more juice in these pens here. Okay. Okay, and even with the sword here, hopefully I have time to fix up the sword. The sword sucks. There you go. It needs a bit of red. Red for these areas here. So you got 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes left. Even though 6 minutes. Something like that, yeah? Yeah? Something like that? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually add some little bit of shading here. Oh, look at these. I actually have more skin tones here. But I use sand. Let's try sand. sand. I can actually use sand also in this hair. Something like that. We got 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes. Okay, just making sure that everything is touched a bit here. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. I got a lot of things in here. Let's do a warm. Let's see if I add a little bit of a warm grub. It's too strong. Maybe warm 5 was. Maybe warm 5 would be better. There you go. Okay, as we're coming down to the end of this drawing, again, a super fast drawing. Well, I don't want to say super fast, but like 50 minutes. We're coming down the 3-minute mark, so it's more like whatever I could get done at this point. Hooray! The sword. I'm not happy with the sword. I do want a tiny bit of time just to add a little bit of highlight to it. How are we doing here, guys? Okay. With 2 minutes left, I'm going to go in with a darker, a cool. So let me get a really dark. Let's do a C7. C7. There you go. How much time I got left? 1 minute, guys? We'd love to see a He-Man versus Lion-O picture. Me too, my friend. Me too. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Let's see if I can fix this sword. With 1 minute left. 1 minute 22 left. Yeah, not great for the sword. I'm not totally happy with the sword, but for the amount of time we have, with 1 minute left, just enough time just to do some finishing touches here, guys. So just gonna go ahead and just clean up. Oh no, I want to add some highlights. Let's do that with 42 seconds left. So the highlights, I do have this white pen here. Just add a little bit of highlight. I don't even know you can see that, but Just add like a little bit. Oh, there you go. There you go. That is my He-Man in 50 minutes, okay? That's a 50-minute He-Man. Yeah. All right. Not bad for 50 minutes, okay? We'll go ahead and sign this one. Again, not my best work in the world, but you know, just for fun. Just for fun, okay? I'm just gonna take a quick, I can take a picture of this later. Okay, so that was a bunch of fun. So thank you guys for joining in on this one. Okay, so just 50 minutes. Why don't we go a little bit faster, okay? So you guys know we're gonna do a little bit of time challenge here. Let's have some fun. And that was the 50-minute. Let's do a 5-minute one, okay? Let's see what we can do in 5 minutes for He-Man. You think we can do a fun one in 5 minutes? All right, so I'm just gonna take a smaller piece of paper here. Let's do a smaller piece of paper here. And we're gonna draw He-Man for 5 minutes now, okay? And let's go back to the Restream chat here. The colored version goes hard. There you go. Hi, DFL artist. Good to see you. Good to see you. Can I make Spider-Man Noir tomorrow? Probably not tomorrow. Right now, what I'm trying to do is catch up on what I need to do. I have all these drawings that don't have color to them. So we're going to be doing a lot of coloring. And actually, that's what we're going to be doing in the stream today, too. We're going to do a whole bunch of coloring as well, okay? So, but let's do this He-Man in 5 minutes, okay? Let's see if we can do a 5-minute He-Man. Okay, you guys ready? He-Man in 5 minutes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. He-Man in 5 minutes. So we got 4 minutes here. And this reminds us of the fast draws we used to do all the time. I am making it a bit smaller here. Now, I was called out for not having bangs before. We're going to do bangs today, okay? You know what? I need my another ink pen. Let's see if I can get... Hopefully these have juice in them. We'll see. Looks like it has juice in it. Let's see. Yeah, they do. Okay, good. I'll do this primarily with a brush pen, and then we're going to throw in some Copic coloring as well. But this paper, I'll tell you guys right now, this paper is not the best. This is just like regular bond paper, as we say, or typewriter. I was gonna say typewriter paper. I bet you guys, some of you guys don't even know what a typewriter is. 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes. So let's get into... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw in the face here like so. And 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes. One thing I do like about the brush pen, I could do like various sizes. There you go. With 148 left. I don't know why I added all this detail here. I won't be able to color it. I won't be able to color it. Okay, let's get to color. Let's get to colors. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. No time for a race, you guys. No time. One ten, guys. 110. 110. 1 minute left. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Can we do it? 1 minute. 1 minute. Ah! Yellow. Yellow. 49 seconds. 49 seconds. Blue eyes. I just took the first blue I saw. Gray. 23 seconds. $11 seconds, guys. 11 seconds. Oh, almost. So close. So close. I was close. I was very, very close. I was very, very close to getting that done. Almost, guys, almost. Almost. Oh, what can you do? Almost. Will I draw She-Ra too? No. No, I won't, but I will do something fun for you guys. This will be up, but I will admit right off the bat, this will be a little bit hard for you guys to see on Instagram, but I am going to be drawing, or coloring. I'm going to be doing some more coloring. Today, some digital coloring. You guys usually don't see me do this on it, but we'll see. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everything? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my friend. Doodles by Sarah. Good to see you. Yeah, there you go. At least I got a little bit of red in. I should have went for this first. That was my mistake. I think I would have gotten away with it if I went with this first. It's all about planning. I had time to do this. So I should have done this first before these ones. But there you go. Let's go ahead and sign this bad boy up here. Okay. Let's do one more, guys. One more before we go ahead and do the computer color. Because that was a lot of fun. It's actually not bad. I don't think it's bad. You know, you got a He-Man here. We'll do one more. And this time, we're going to try for 5 seconds. What kind of thing can I do for 5 seconds? Let's see. Let's see. Touch Piece says, glad to see us live. Happy New Year, Duels by Sarah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everything's good with you and the fam. There you go. Are you guys ready? Here we go. 5 second He-Man. Okay, I'm gonna draw this tiny. Let's do this tiny. Okay, I'm gonna do this tiny. You guys ready? I should just do it with an ink pen. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! I thought I had more time. What's that? What's that supposed to be? What's that? Look at this guy. There you go. Added 2 seconds to it. Added 2 seconds. This my Sarah says all good. My son and I are watching you now. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. I'm doing well too. Doing well too. You're in Australia, right, Sarah? Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go ahead and do something that you usually don't see me do at all on this channel, which is we are going to be doing some coloring. Okay. We're gonna be doing some coloring today. So I'm going to actually move all this stuff over just so I can see you guys. Oops. Push this over here like that. Okay, and I'm hoping I can still see the chat here. And one thing so you guys are actually going to see, and I will admit right now that, oops, did it crash? No, it didn't. I will admit right now that you'll probably get a better view of this on, YouTube or Facebook, okay? Or anywhere that you're watching this landscape. Those of you who are watching me on Instagram, it probably it'll be kind of hard to see as much what I'm doing, okay? But just let me get set up here a little bit. And, but hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream so far. What time is it? 6:16. So I'm gonna go until this is done, okay? The coloring is done. But what am I doing here? I am going here, and I am going here. Oh, is the reference on the desktop? I think it's on the desktop, actually. No, it's here. It's here. It is here. Okay, so if you guys are ready, and for those of you watching me on the other platforms, I am breaking out the tablet, my friends. We're breaking out the tablet today. Breaking up the tablet today. So just make sure this is working. This is working here. So you can see me working to the side all the time. And then let's go. If you guys are ready, first time ever on this channel, I'm actually going to do a full color, okay? You guys ready? Here we go. I'm actually going to stop recording on my side. And actually, I could turn this off. Did I turn that off too? Okay, so let that side camera stop too, because we are actually going to do some computer color. Are you guys ready? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to colors, guys. Welcome to colors. Hello, look at me. I'm on the side. Here. What's this? Oh, that's my coloring. Like, what's this white thing? We're going to color today. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to color today. So you can see up above me, this is the He-Man piece I was telling you about that I was working on, okay? I just started coloring this. So for the first time ever, you guys are going to see my coloring process, okay? So I'm just pulling up my coloring process here. So, oops, why is it not going? Okay, it's going. And we are doing probably one of my favorite characters of all time, Many Faces, mainly because Many Faces is one of my favorites because, and let me start recording on my side. Many Faces is one of my favorites, and mainly because it was one of my first toys, really. It was one of my first toys. All right. So let's go. Am I planning on doing a He-Man comic book one day? I wish. No. Better than AI, T says. I wish too. Well, we do have the human element here, so let's go ahead and get this done. Okay, so let's start by adding some color to this. Okay, it's a little slow. There you go. And I can move this over, mainly so that the Instagram peeps can see. Let's go ahead and add like this. Uh-oh. Oh no! What did you guys do? What did you do, guys? Corrupt error. Okay, let's go back to the front. I gotta change scenes here. Let's go stand. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh look, my head is cut off. My head is cut off. While I try to figure this out on this side here, okay? Okay. Photoshop will now exit. Didn't like that, guys. It didn't like it. It's like, what are you doing? You're showing your secrets. I mean, my face is way too big in this. Let's go to let's go to this so you can see. So this is the tablet I'm using here, right, guys? It's just a cheap Huion tablet that I'm doing. What program am I using, Nathan? I'm using Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop for years. It's what I'm known for doing. What I'm known for doing is what I'm used to using when it comes to this, right? So, okay, so just give me a minute to get reset up here, guys, okay? I'll get reset up. Maybe because I had it open. I actually had this open all night, ready to go, so that hopefully the stream would be easier, and it crashes. That's what happens. That's what happens. It crashes. So, hello everybody on Instagram. My apologies. You can see me waving now. Let's see here. Let's open. I'm going to open the artwork. I don't know why it crashed because the actual artwork is on the desktop. So I have no idea why it crashed. There we go. So we will do that again. Okay. So I did this He-Man piece a few weeks ago. Okay, so it looks like it's fine now. So guys, just bear with me. Let me just open up my reference here. I have some color reference that I'm using, and then we could go ahead and get going on this. Okay, guys. So. Maybe if I save this to the desktop. And that way, hopefully, won't get it off the disk. Oops. Okay, so we'll get back to it in a second. Alrighty. I think we are back in business, my friends. We are back in business. Okay, so our goal is to finish this piece in a few hours. So let us go back. Okay, guys, I think we're back to business. There you go. We're back in business, guys. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay. Zoom in here on this side like this. And we are going to start off. We're going to do man-e faces. Start off by doing this. Oh, could not fill because I am in the wrong layer. Okay. There you go. So if you guys have any questions about my coloring process, by all means, let me know. And I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so right now we're just flatting right now. Now I used to do flatting on this channel all the time, so that's not the new part. The new part was actually me doing the rendering. Also, because my rendering style is a little bit different, it's a little bit, I won't say simpler, as I say. It's a little bit simpler. And for those of you watching on Instagram, I'm doing my best to try to make sure that you can actually see what I'm doing. Though I know it's a bit hard because I am doing this off a streaming software. So I'm doing my best to try to do it so you guys can watch. Let's see here. What are your thoughts? Let's see. Last piece I colored, Photoshop I used was Photoshop CC 2018. There you go. Okay, sorry guys, just trying to figure this out here. Okay, so in terms of this, actually, I take that back. I think we'll just do the pipes here. Maybe I'll include this part too. This part here like that. Like that, guys. And then, okay, and again, for those of you on Instagram, I'll do my best to try to keep this in the middle so you could see. And then I think the top of the head, right? The top of the head would be, I think this is red too, or whatever, like this is purplish color. And then a little bit more on the purple side, like that. I think this part here, this fist, should be, is this fist yellow? Let's see. Yellow. This fist's skin color. Where's my mouse? Yes, it is. Skin color, and that is skin color. Is that skin color there? I also think that this part would be, like, it doesn't have to be like exact. You know, if it's off a little bit, no one's gonna care as much, to be honest, but part of me also wants to make this part here. There you go. Something like that. Okay. Those of you in the chat here, let me refresh this. Okay. There you go. Have you done or still need find the need to do GoBots? Not at the moment. I think, you know, to be honest, I think I'm burnt out a little bit doing robots. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm you know, at this point, and I'm sure the itch will come back to do robots eventually. But as of right now, the let's say the itch isn't there. So we're gonna work on Stratos here. Oh. So we're gonna go ahead and do the feathers. Oh, as you can see, there's an issue here. You see that? And sometimes that happens. But you notice this with the feather here? It's cut off. I'll fix that later. It should be an easy fix, but it could have just one cut off feather. I don't know why I did that, because I could do this because his helmet is red also. That's red, and then this is red. So is this. So is this. There you go. And then we have the blue. Oh, actually, this is red also. These are red also. And let's go ahead and a little bit of skin tone here, guys. Good morning, Tony. Good morning. Just watched me weeks ago. Been motivated to pick up a pencil and draw. Love your style. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There you go. Thank you, my friend. You know, that does mean a lot to me when you guys see that I inspire you to draw. Definitely does mean quite a bit for sure. So. Okay. So you can tell I'm a little bit more quiet doing this. Lots to think about. Okay, anything else for the Stratos? How's his arm? His arm is red also. Oh, that's red also. That is red. And actually this is red, so just fix that. Ta-da! Okay, so for those of you on who are watching on Instagram, I'll just show you quickly what this looks like here. So something like this. This is where we're at right now with the flats. What time is it now? 6:35. Okay. Okay, let's get to the coloring. Let's get to the coloring part. All right. So am I recording? Just making sure I'm recording on my end here. Okay, looking good. All right. What are your thoughts for the trailer for the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the new show coming on January 29th on Disney+? I have not seen it. I have not seen it yet. I should go check it out. I thought you'd be working on your Wacom Cintiq. My Cintiq is downstairs. And my Cintiq has a big line through it. I want something that I could travel with. At the end of the day, the giant Cintiq's great. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. However, the only issue I find with the Cintiqs is that, you need to use your whole arm sometimes, like this. You got to go like this around, like that, which is great, which is fantastic. You can do that. You can make it smaller and do that as well. Saves your back. But sometimes, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was just me, mainly because I'm very comfortable using a very tiny tablet. So using a very small tablet like this, that I could bring around, I could go to a coffee shop and then still use my laptop. I don't need to go get an iPad or anything. Like that helps, So that's why I still use that. Hi Mario, good to see you. But again, to each his own, But I do have the tablets downstairs, and it's still a fantastic device. And thank you again to Wacom for helping me out there. But again, I haven't really used it in quite a bit. I just realized these should be red. There we go. That's better. So this is my 5-hour version of He-Man. So you guys saw me do a 50-minute version. You saw me do a 5-minute version. And this is the 5-hour version of it as well. Okay. So now it's a matter of figuring out where the lighting is, guys. Where's the lighting coming from? Is the lighting, looks at the way I rendered it, looks like the lighting's coming through this way. And that's important when we're doing the lighting. So that means, what's going to be in shadow. Like, see all this part in here, it's all in shadow. That part there is all in shadow. So let's get going on this. Good morning, Jose. Good to see you. You missed a bunch, Mario. You missed a lot of the fun stuff. For sure. Okay, so let's start with Ram Man. Look at Ram Man. And whenever I color, I deal with levels for the most part. I can close this reference now. I deal with levels, and then the way I start is I bring it down to where I think I want the shade to go, like this. Maybe something like this. And I can adjust it later on. But I'm going to go ahead and then start. Asking myself, okay, how's this shadow hitting, So it'll probably come down here like this. Side, so all this side. And for those of you watching on YouTube, You know, I have the piece fully up. Maybe something like that. So you're seeing some groundbreaking stuff. I never show this part. But again, also my coloring techniques change, so I don't use a lot of the techniques I used to use. So I'm using a very simpler technique. I'm think of it more like a cut style technique when I'm coloring. So again, I don't feel bad that because this is not what I teach my students how to do matte painting and stuff. So I don't feel as bad showing you guys this part here. Hello, Lobo. Good to see you. Good to see you. Should have came to yesterday's stream when I was drawing Lobo. Oops. Part of me is like, okay, what needs to be in shadow? What doesn't? It's probably this whole thing. Again, my apologies on Instagram. Probably not the best to watch on Instagram. Hello, Nydia. How you doing? Now, might get rid of that. I'm trying to think of some highlights that would be on this pieces of metal, guys. Let's try that. So something like that. Okay, that works. That works a little bit. Hello, hello, Justin. How you doing? Rare man. Now again, I'm not looking more at color here. I'm looking at value. And when I say that, I'm actually going to change the color of the shadow a little bit. Again, this is probably hard to watch on Instagram. I'm doing my best to try to get this, you know. Something like that. It's not bad. Not bad. Need to learn the basics of coloring in Photoshop. Yeah. It's fun, or you get a job as a penciler, my friend, and it'll all work out for you. So, I work on one character at a time. So right now I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to change the color of it. The way I'm going to do that, I'm going to add a saturation to it. And I get up the saturation on it. So it's a little bit more purplish. Something like that, right? It's not bad. I'm going to add a little bit of color back into these eyes here. I'm going to so we can still see the eyes of Ram Man. Oh, let's see. Tony says, any word when my store might reopen? I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying. So I'm hoping this weekend, Tony. So keep your eyes out, open, and I will do my best, my friend. Okay. So thank you for your patience. I really do appreciate. There are a lot of people tons of people who want a commission from me. I appreciate all of that, guys. I appreciate all of it. So I will do my bestest. Okay, so just brightening that up. Okay. So now time for but thank you guys so much for your support and wanting to support me and my channel. Really do appreciate it. Hi, Curly. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You're up very early in the morning. You're very early. So stuff like that. This is how I approach doing the colors here. Again, nothing too fancy, guys. Nothing too fancy. I just, just enough. Just enough. I'm doing well, Curly. Thank you for asking. Soros asks, what's your favorite Robin? If you have one. Dick Grayson. You got to go with the classics. Originally, when I got my first job at Dreamwave, they were actually, at first, Pat was more interested in me becoming a colorist than a penciler. That was until he saw those backgrounds that I did. Once he saw the backgrounds I did, then yeah, he was like, okay, that's what I want you to do. But at first I did this colored piece, and he had first wanted me to do coloring. So could have changed. It's 4:48 p.m. for Nydia. Yeah, for us it's 6:49 a.m. my friends, bright and early. Get that work done. Get that work done. And again, you guys are helping me. Like, I have to do this regardless. Whether I'm live or not, I need to do this regardless. So I'm like, I might as well just do it with you guys. Am I the best colorist in the world? Absolutely not. Passable. But again, I'm trying to, again, very, what's it called? Influenced by more of an anime cut style. That's what I'm trying to go for. Again, nothing too fancy. I will add some effects here and there sometimes. It depends, but these days I just go with the... You know, I just go with a cut style for now. Like I might add a few more effects onto this one. Like some shine, like some pings and all that stuff, but... There you go. Do I sell this one? Maybe. We'll see. All right. Okay, it's good enough for now. Like, it's one of those things where, okay, and I'll show you on Instagram here. It's good enough for now. In terms of Ram Man, okay? You know, sometimes I'll even do something where I'll add a little stroked line around him just to kind of separate them. Small stroke line like that. Okay. So once I've done that, go ahead and take those colors I did. You duplicate them and don't... Did I draw this piece at the stream? I did not. I drew this a while ago. I drew something else at the stream. If you go back, I drew He-Man in, I forgot, 50 minutes? So we're going to add a little bit of a time challenge element to this as well. So. Ay, nako. Oops, something like that. So I didn't want that on the sword, so I got to take that off the sword. He looks mad. something like that. Something like that. Seems like a lot of work. It is, my friend, it is. How's everyone doing, guys? I'm definitely not talking as much, I'm noticing, because, I talked before about layout. Like this, this is kind of like layout in that sense where I'm doing a lot of thinking about where the shadows are going to go, how much is too much, how much is too little. Like, in my mind, I'm trying to work out those issues, so that's why I'm not the most yappy. Is that a word? Yappy right now? I don't want that. Not the yappiest. Mario really wants to see Tom and Jerry. Maybe soon. That's one of those ones where it shouldn't take that long. Yeah, because especially, guys, I'm actually, you guys know I do some work for a media company. I do that about 2 days a week. So if I was doing this like full time, where 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I could do it. I could probably do a video a day, or a fully colored piece a day. But unfortunately, I have responsibilities, so. Okay, something like that. First time seeing this done. Very interesting. Thank you. That's one of the things we're learning. It's part of the process, right? Part of the process. Now, again, I have done flatting on this channel before. So the flatting, just like the flat colors, but I've never done what I'm doing here. So this is a first. A box officer's first. Now, I don't know how interesting this is for you guys. But regardless, whether I'm live or not, I have to do this, right? Because again, one-man show. If things were going extremely well, like they were a few years ago, I could have hired my buddy Thomas maybe to color this, but he needs to get paid. He needs to get paid, So, you weigh the value of your time. And as right now, if these videos were doing extremely well, then yeah, I probably would hire a colorist instead to actually go there, right? So, Mario likes Clip Studio Paint. A lot of people are using Clip Studio Paint for sure. It's just, Photoshop for me, it's what I'm used to. But Clip Studio Paint, you can also use on the go, right? It's easier on the go. Sometimes I find myself in a coffee shop, but then I have to set up and bring my laptop with me. Okay, I think that's good enough. Definitely in that good enough phase, my friends. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, so you can see how that changed the color. Now it's more brown, right? And then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to reverse that. And now I'm going to add this. Like so. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some highlights now to the face. I think the highlights actually might take longer. Again, I am not a professional colorist, guys. I've never like got hired by Marvel to color. So I know there's a lot of colorists who are laughing at me right now. I can feel it. I can feel your despise. Like, what are you doing? There's easier ways to do this. But I will say this, guys. I will say this. If you're using a coloring program like Photoshop, it's worth it to figure out the hotkeys, okay? Spend a lot of time figuring out hotkeys, and not just the hotkeys, on how to modify and make your own hotkeys. Because hotkeys, and for those of you who don't know, hotkeys is like little, keys you press that will automatically get you the tools you want, as opposed to trying to look for it in the toolbar all the time. Hotkeys gets, it ups your speed like 10 times. That's how it was for me. I developed the hotkeys thing when I was working in film, because I did a lot of Photoshop work when I was working in film. This whole thing needs to be in something like that. Yep. And again, guys, yesterday I was talking about the 80-20 rule. The same can be applied to colors, really. It's only like the ones in the foreground that really need like for example, this He-Man here, the Man-at-Arms, because he's like right in the front. They're really the only ones that need, really precision. I won't even say precision care, but a lot of care. And because they're in front, it's what you see first. I could get away with some of the characters in the back not having it rendered exactly, or not the best, and it would pass. You know what I mean? It'd be forgiven, because the colors in the front are good enough, So one thing also, guys, always think separations in the characters as well. That's part of the art form, trying to have the character feel like he's, he pops out from the other characters. So adding highlights like this on the side, it definitely helps. Now, some people like to do all the highlights first before filling it in. Me personally, I like to see it as I go. Ay, nako. Something like that. Kind of try to separate the muscles a little bit. Again, guys, could, my buddy Thomas absolutely knock this out of the park for sure. Like, do a way better job than I'm doing right now, but all about the money, no trouble. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's not bad, okay? Okay, Ninja says, let's get locked in, James, Echo says. Let's see here. Ninja says, how did you come up with your channel name? And that is a very simple story. When I first started this channel, way back in 2013, that's when I started this channel, guys. It took me 5 years to hit 1 million subscribers. So all of you, for some of us, it's not overnight, okay? That's a little bit off topic. But anyway, when I started this channel, Ninja, I wanted to draw for sure, but my whole goal was to be like a Jeremy Johns or like a Chris Steckman. For those of you who don't know, those are movie reviewers. And the reason was because I want to be invited to like movie premieres. So I thought to myself, okay, I'll be the guy that reviews movies, but then draws an image of them while I'm reviewing the movie. So my name doesn't come from quality of work. Some people think, oh, because my artwork is so good. No, it's because of the box office, the movie box office. So I'm like, okay, why don't I call myself box office artist for the movies? And that's where that came from. That is where that title came from, okay? So again, had nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with thinking, oh yeah, my artwork's so good, it's box office. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Very, very simply, I wanted to be a movie reviewer. And then time came where people said, oh, James, we love your drawings, but we hate your reviews. So I get it. I get it. I don't like that last one. Okay, we can leave it like that for now. I can always go back. I just want to kind of touch every character for a bit here. And again, I'm going to add that stroke again to the outside. You see that adds, for those of you on YouTube or Facebook who I didn't see that. Oops, okay. So for those of you on Instagram, and apologies again to those on Instagram. I know this must be a tough watch for you because it's kind of cropped. But keep hand-drawn comics alive, absolutely. Okay, TFR Radar, okay, there you go. Tisa, the best Filipino artist for me was Wills Portacio. But lost interest when he put out Stormwatch Team Achilles 11. Comic should entertain, not propagandize. I haven't read that issue. I haven't read that book. So, if it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you at the end of the day. So, I personally can't comment on that because I haven't read the book. So, but I did meet Wills. I did meet him at Montreal Comic Con years ago. And he was wonderful to me, so thank you to Wills for that. And he's, definitely one of my lifelong heroes. Okay, let's go ahead and do Orko here. So as we get further back, guys, with all of these, it's gonna be a lot easier. You know, they definitely don't need as much attention because they're further back. They're further back in space, right? So. Yep, I can't eat cake today, Nathan. Can't eat cake today. I'm on my diet now, guys. I think I mentioned this the first stream, and Mario's gonna get on me for this. Yeah, I gained. I did my weigh-in on the 31st, and I gained 30 pounds. I think over the past. How many months was that? I think since, because I'm not sure if some of you knew, I went to Hawaii in the summer. So I went from, and again, guys, I'm a short guy. Just to keep that. Short king, as we call them these days. Short king. I'm around 5'5", right? So short king. For those of you who met me in person, you know what I'm talking about. So I went from being, I think, 155, and right now I'm pushing 200 right now. So I definitely gained a lot of weight right now, but again, hoping to get better. I have been watching what I've been eating, and so far so good this year. So baby steps, my friends, baby steps. And then my kids got me this desk treadmill, which I'm excited to use. I tried editing with it, the desk treadmill, and maybe my thing is, oh, me and Mario are the same weight and height, but you look way better than I do, Mario. Yours is muscle. That's the difference, my friend. Mine is definitely not. But with that in mind, so I am doing, I won't say carnivore-ish, but a little bit more keto-ish on right now, diet-wise, and so far so good. Like I'm not even weighing myself. It's more about consistency for me at the moment. So that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, so we'll see. Also, because I'll give you another reason to diet. It's not to look good, guys. It's definitely not to look good in that sense. It's more to stay awake more, to get by with a little bit less sleep. Though sleep is very, very important. But also to be healthy. At my age, it's more about longevity now. So, and with everything I want to do in the future, I just want to live a little bit longer if I can. Only God really knows how long we have. So, make the most of while I'm here, and if I could prolong it just a little bit, hey, why not? Okay, see, so this one, Orko, went really fast, right, compared to the other ones. And of course, much simpler character. Part of you wants to do this. I'm probably going to add a little bit of, oops. All right. Okay, that's Orko. Okay, let's do Man-at-Arms now. And again, my apologies to those. It must be a very hard watch on Instagram. My apologies, my friend. So So there you go. Nathan says my mate used to weigh 38 stone and now he's 28. That's a lot of weight. I know stone is a lot different. That's a ton of weight, actually. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder how many... anyone can do that calculation, how much that is in pounds? Stone to pounds? Because that's a lot. That's a ton. Good on your friend. Mario says, are you going to stream tomorrow? Or tomorrow rest day? I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, Mario. It's all about how you feel, you know. As of now, I feel pretty good. So we'll see. I would like to get a little bit of momentum. That's why. So if I can, I will. Hello, Joey. Good to see you. Morning, Chaos Arts. Good morning. Mario says in my country we measure in kilograms. What's the difference, between kilograms and stone? You would think Canadians would do kilograms because we have metric system as well, right? You would think we would do that, but when it comes to height and weight, for the most part, we stick to pounds and feet. I don't know why, but it's just something we do. But you know, we have the metric system here. We have kilometers. Like we Sorry, guys. You know, like I said, I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking. I go quiet when I'm thinking. There you go. So I'm a little bit more familiar with kilograms than I am with stone, for sure. So there you go. Ninja's exams are in 8 days, so you know, study hard, my friend. You could do it. And again, guys, Instagram. Oh, you don't see a thing on Instagram. Hold on. My apologies, guys. I'm pretty sure the color's wrong on this one, but I'm not sure because I did this one a little bit earlier. But not bad. It's like one of those things where I don't think anyone will notice, like unless you're really looking. $38 stone is 532 pounds. Wow. And dropped to 28 stone. So what? So 300 something. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Good for them. Or good for him. Fantastic. And that's tough, man. That's really tough, especially if you were that weight. Like, for someone to get that, that big, in that sense, to be 500 pounds, definitely a big food addiction. So for them to overcome that, that's tough. That is very, very, very tough. Take it from a guy who knows what it's like struggling to try to do weight loss. It's definitely not an easy thing. So congratulations to your friend. That's amazing. Hi, Mel Tensayo. Hello, my friend. Welcome. I've been following my art since 2018. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so 38 stone is 241 kilos. Oh my gosh. Okay. Congrats. That's amazing. That is amazing. And probably extended his life, quite substantially by doing so. So that's fantastic. Congrats to your friend, and hopefully they keep going. That's incredible. Because that's one thing too. And that's one thing I found. For me personally, I've yo-yoed quite a bit. I'm one of the type of guys that's like, whoops, I ate a spoonful of rice. I get the day ruined. Open the bag of chips. Yeah, that type of guy. Get the chip. Break out the chips. It's too late. Food addiction, it's really a thing, it's so hard. Well, anything that feels or tastes good, it's very easy to get addicted to that feeling. So, when your whole life, your comfort is food. It's a very hard pattern to break. Like, compare that to people, same thing as like people who smoke, people who, it's hard, especially if you're in that habit. It's very hard. All right, I think Man at Arms is good enough. We're at good enough with Man at Arms. So I'm gonna go do the same thing and add stroke to that as well. Let's see. Is 47 too old to learn how to draw? I don't think so. Like 47, to be honest, I'm close. I'm pretty much that age. I'm gonna be turning 47 this year. And you know what? If you take care of yourself, there's lots of time. So I don't think so. Especially if you like doing it. If you put the work in, there's no reason why you can't succeed, even at your age. That's one thing about having the stroke, guys. You can actually see if you have like little things that are coming out. Okay, let's do many faces. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. or what I'm going to show in the stream anyway. I probably will add a little bit more of effects and stuff to this afterwards, but we're getting there. Oops. Okay. He's doing it for his daughter. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So, the Joy says, how not to be OCD when doing artwork like you do. I really can't stop zooming every time I draw. For small detail, I have to correct it. Well, that's why, and I always tell you guys this, that is why I draw traditionally. That's the main reason why I'm well, of course, I'm like I mentioned before, one is to have a physical piece of art. That is definitely a reason why. But another reason why is you're limited. You're limited. You know, you have to stop drawing at a certain point because it's too small. You can't zoom in. And that's one problem I have with digital is the unlimited zoom, as we say. Now, I guess coloring, because, you know, I'm not the best at it. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit more, you know, I can stop when I need to. So you know what I would do if I were you? I would set a timer. That's what I would do if I were you. I would work on a piece, part of the thing, and then, you know, break it down into little snippets. Kind of like how I do like my time challenges, in that sense. You know, if you break it down and you have a timer that would go off, or you realize, okay, I only have 15 minutes left. Like, even though you could go and still work on it, you know, you're a little bit more faster and efficient if you have a timer. So that could be a way to get around that, you know. Because again, that's what I used to do in comics too. Like I used to, okay, like I only have 6 hours to draw this page, so I'm going to go and put a timer for how many panels I have on the page. And that really works well if, too, like I always tell you guys, whenever you're drawing something like a comic with multiple drawings on a page, you do the drawing first that's going to have the most impact on that page and give that the most love compared to everything else. Yeah, but again, it also depends on how you work. Like a lot of people, like they like to get the smaller things done out of the way first. Like you hear that in a test. Like some people say in a test, get all the little questions done out of the way first, and then tackle your bigger problems. And then you have people that say the opposite. Try to get all, you know, get the bigger problems done first, and that way you don't have to worry about it, and you're a little bit more relaxed for the rest of the test. I see value in both of those situations. You know, and at the end of the day, for me, it's like what works for you in that sense. So the same when it comes to a drawing. Like for me, like for example, and you guys see me do this before, I have done challenges where I would actually time every character I draw. I would time it just so I know, okay, I only have a certain amount of time to do this. And when it stops, I have to stop. If I have time to come back later, I will. But I need to move on. And that could be a way to actually do that. Okay, so not bad. See, very simple, guys. Very simple. Okay, and then And I'm really sorry on Instagram, guys. I'm learning how to do this so you could actually see see what I'm doing on Instagram. Okay, there you go. Pretty much, Joey. There you go. Would you ever consider doing an art book with your pieces, like David Finch's Monday Night Draw books? Maybe. Maybe for like, if anything, if I am consistent with what I'm doing here, definitely, possibly. Maybe at the end of the year, or first half of the year, because I will have pretty much almost a drawing every day done. So, it definitely could be a possibility for sure. You know, he's got the model already, so I could see how it could work. You know, it definitely could Kickstarter the whole thing. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I am thinking about doing a collection of my most detailed drawings ever. Most detailed drawings ever book with all of those images. So we'll see. Okay, almost done, guys. Almost done. But again, these little white dots here, these show me that there's like little dots that are in my mask. There you go. Okay, and one more to Stratos, guys, and we're pretty much done for today. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. But it's a great question there, or great suggestion there, Larry, for sure. So many pieces you could do volumes, video games, like multiple characters for sure. Definitely. I absolutely could do something like that. Nathan says, I like the digital drawings where they zoom in, you see another drawing, and so on. Yeah, like, what's his name does that a lot? Bobby Chu. Bobby Chu has been doing that a lot. It's fantastic. And then they tell a story. You know, I had some people actually suggest that I tell stories when doing the drawing. Be a little bit more, what's it called? A little bit more watchable, as we say. A little bit more watchable, my videos. And I see the point to that. Like, you know, part of it is like, for example, if you guys, like, you see those guys who mow lawns? Have you seen that? But there's just them mowing lawns for an hour. But just the satisfaction of seeing a lawn mowed. I forgot the guy's name, but there's the one guy that I watch a lot. But it's just him mowing the lawn, you know? There you go. Have I ever drawn the Rocketeer before? Not yet. Draw She-Ra next time, maybe. I better save. I better save. Don't forget to save, guys. Don't forget to save. You know, if I didn't save and then the computer crashed, that's it. Stream's over. I'm done. I'm done. Come back another day. Let's see here. Lydia said, how did I learn how to do such good art? Well, first of all, I appreciate it. That, again, and good is very subjective. Again, I can see color is cringing at what I'm doing right now, but that's fine. But, again, practice, a lot of practice. And remember, I've had years and years and years of experience, guys. So something like that. Oh. Have I ever drawn the Rocketeer? Nope. Which wrestler would you say is the most like He-Man? Ilaria says. Okay, we get the wrestling talk. Triple H. I think he looks the most like He-Man in terms of the build and everything. He even got an H in his name. So I would say Triple H. But it's one of those things like, it's like who would play a good Professor X or who would play a good Lex Luthor? Somebody bald. You know, it's like that. So. Let's see here. Okanloi? Yeah, you retracted your message, but yeah, I actually wanted to draw Cat Noir and a Ladybug. Or Miraculous? Because actually I think my daughter wanted me to do that, so I might actually do that. So. Oh, man, there you go. There you go, you put that there. There you go. But yeah, I actually might do that sooner than later. We'll probably do that, just for fun. And that's what my channel is all about these days, guys. It's more about having fun more than anything else. Not necessarily about a theme or what will get views. It's just like, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. That's all we can do. Okay, we're almost done. Guys, we're almost done. What time is it? Oh, okay. You know, and on time too. Like again, I like to finish around 8 in the morning if I can. So roughly these streams are always like going to be like 3 hours, but next time I do want to come a little bit more prepared with like a certain topic or whatever. So. There you go. There you go. And that is it, guys. That is it. I probably will add a few more things here. Probably add a background, you know, title, all of that stuff. But there you go. That is me drawing. That is me drawing He-Man. I finished off the He-Man drawing. Okay. So I would say about 5 hours in total for the color, for the complete artwork of this. So that's why this video will probably be a 5 hour, 5 minute, you know, blah, 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 that type of thing. Right? So there you go. There you go, my friends. And that is today's stream. So thank you guys so much for working with me today, for joining me in this on this fine Saturday morning or evening, wherever you are in the world. It's been a lot of fun. And again, showing you something I never showed you guys before, which is a little bit into my coloring process. Again, not the best colorist in the world. I do what I can. I do my best. People like it, they do. If they don't, they don't. You know, it's one of those type of things. But thank you guys for joining in for the ride. It's been a lot of fun. I'm probably going to add a little bit more to this, but we will see how that goes. So, but thank you guys for watching on today's stream. Wherever you are in the world, please do stay safe. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will most likely be back tomorrow. We'll do my best to be back tomorrow, but we'll have a lot of fun doing it as well. Okay, so take care, everyone. Before we go, give me a high five here. High five. You're seeing my colored version, so I can only give you a high five here. High five here. And thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Make sure that you join the Discord, okay? I want to see your He-Man drawings. You have a He-Man drawing or any He-Man character drawing, I want to see it. You want to be featured in my video, join the Discord. You see the Discord down below? Click that Discord link, share with me your work, and if it's family friendly, and that is the thing, it's got to be family friendly, I'll be happy to share it when this particular video comes out, okay? Take care of yourselves. Check out my store, jamesracemedia.com. I'm hoping it'll be up in the next day or so. I'm still working on it, guys. And again, one-man show, doing my best. But thank you guys for your patience, and we will go from there, okay? Much love to all of you, wherever you're watching in the world. Take care. Stay safe. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see you all next time. And I'm also here to say artists assemble. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.